Hello boys and girls, it's me, Kiyoshi, and welcome back to this now easy playthrough, I guess, of Hot Wheels Unleashed for Nintendo Switch, where in the last couple of videos we figured out that normal mode was a little bit too hard for us, so now we're going to be doing this game on because we are tired of just losing constantly. Anyways, I did a bit more research and found out that this next area on the top right is where we have to go for our next boss, so we are going to go straight into it. So, yeah, just to confirm in case anybody is new, yes, we have to change the AI difficulty to easy, because medium, hard, and also especially hard and extreme are just way too difficult already. So we've turned the difficulty down to easy, so now the game should be a lot more feasible. And because of what happened in the last video, I've decided to only give each level one try just to show you how the level is done, and then later we're going to do a very specific cleanup section where we go and clean up stuff. I will not, however, be showing all of the races because I simply take too long. I also won't be unlocking necessarily all of the blind boxes. Instead, I think to make the run more interesting, I'll just wait until the end of each video to do it, so that way we can get as many collectibles as we can in one video, but also get a lot more progression done. I hope you guys will agree with me. So anyways, we're moving on to Half Pipe Madness. Our original rules still stands. We will still want to win first place in most of these races. However, play the game right, I don't think I'll actually lose any of these races. I will admit the AI does start to still get a little bit more interesting towards the end. I think when I was playing the stream, there was some particular things that one of them almost beat me for at least a couple of times, but other than that, it's been mostly smooth sailing for the rest of these. Looks like there's this big jump here. I have no idea how we're going to get through that. Maybe that's where we're going to come on. We'll say later on, these tracks are probably going to force us to use our boost more frequently, so we definitely need to make sure that we do that. And it looks like this is another one of these single lap races again. Let's see. Looks like we're not doing the bayonet start this time. What I mean by that is mashing the B button. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of boost ahead and just kind of leave these views with this again. And it's starting to get quite a bit better with it at so I believe we're going much better than the last couple of videos. If anybody who's been new lately, yes, we've been kind of struggling with the past couple of videos. I've mentioned how hard this game actually is, and silly as it is, as a person, I don't really quite have the skills yet, so I think it's easier to just done so we can move on to our races. Believe me, I am a good racer. I do play other games pretty well. I just think that this game is so imbalanced and sort of unfair. I just think it's really worth playing on any difficulty on it. Maybe if the game had better mechanics, it would be not really as bad. Anyways, as you can see, we're still using the initial D bar, or so I would name it. It was so easy to make that. You often do a lot of these things without any skill. No idea where it comes to. Probably hold on, just in case. But I think you get still using the boost stuff. Should be coming up on it. So yeah, we're about 50% done, and the AI are not even nearly close to us. So far, this track has been way easier than the previous one. It's giving us a lot of boost, so yeah, we're doing pretty well here. Of course, knowing this, because this is Hot Wheels, you can probably crash at any given time. Probably shouldn't have said that. Go on to this, some kind of, I have no idea, really. I have no idea how you are going to even beat hard or extreme. I assume there's like a trick where you could basically infinite gem James for some speed and then just basically boost indefinitely. It's like, that's probably going to be how we get them. The spider being just as annoying as ever. That one I actually knew where to go, but it kind of fired right at me right before I could get out. A little bit annoying. Oh, I see. We can end this. Oh, I see. That's where we end. So we just end this with a jump into it. Okay, that's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, we kind of did that first try. Hopefully we don't have to do these races again. Although I say that, there are some secrets where we do have to win with very particular cars. I will say, if I was still on normal, I can only imagine having to win those levels, not even the best cars. It's already hard enough to win these with this car, let alone the other cars, so yeah. Now I'm mainly picking Track Manga because I need it for pretty much every time trial race, because if we want to actually get the unleashed time, of course, we got to be fast, and since this is one of the best cars, we kind of have to pick that. I will admit, maybe a different car might be better for certain but honestly, a lot of the time trials will probably use this car anyways, and it's safe enough that it could still beat the unleashed times. By the way, if anybody's wondering what happened, yes, my percentage did jump up, you might have noticed even before the start, but yes, I did go ahead and beat all of the unleashed times, and also replay the races I do yet. Okay, there's this barrel set up here with that revolving gate. I will admit, that revolving gate kind of reminds me of the obstacle in Turbo Racing. There was something very similar to that, where your car would immediately blow up if you slammed into it. So yeah, these tracks are definitely getting more and more tedious and difficult as it goes on. They also get pretty long. You just try to go through them naturally, so racing take like minutes. It's definitely not easy, I'll say that much, and not more stuff here. See what I mean? It's so easy to just Now there are a couple of tricks you can do with this respawn in other games, most notably in the racing you could use this to sometimes skip whole sections, which is kind of crazy. Imagine using the respawn to do a bit like that. Of course, we're not too worried here as we have 3 laps to catch up, so even if we fall behind, we will immediately catch up. Yeah, okay, most of me in here is simply just not knowing where the track goes out. If I had known where it goes out, maybe I wouldn't. Of course, because this is regular night, they will hardly boost at all, so it should be. Okay, well, looks like we survived that somehow. Did not see that part out to the right. I'm starting to think I might have to just drift everywhere. This part's getting quite ridiculous, like crap. Just kind of jumped up to the side. How in the world am I going to do the trials on this, I wonder? Don't worry though. One thing I have discovered recently though is if you fail to get the unleashed time, you can actually keep infinitely practicing it for as long as you want, so that's pretty cool. Let's try drifting in here. Okay, that works really well. We probably should have drifted there. Drifting right now. Not like this here. This one so far has been like my least favorite so far. That you can just kind of jump off and time because of that is just not really fair in my opinion. But yeah, in this game, not every track is designed to be the most balanced. Some of them are actually kind of imbalanced, I'll say the least. Okay, well, looks like this one has at least a little bit of a gap. So there we go. We made it just fine there. So, other than that, the second lap has been going a lot better. Okay, we're gonna go this way again. definitely did not fall off this time. Oh, whoa, 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 okay. See what I mean? Sometimes this game is very buggy. I literally hit that just like I did before, and the game literally said no and kicked me off the map there. That is why this game is so buggy. Okay, well, I think I've had enough of that part, so if I go to the next part, I am certainly going to take the section, even if it appears to be slower at first. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to fall off for a second. Thank goodness I didn't actually respawn there. Okay, good. We did not fail on the dump section again, so go ahead and boost me here. Oh, we are at a new jump here. What the heck is going to happen here? And yeah, we didn't make it. Gotta do that again. And we missed again. Holy crap, this jump is like the single most annoying thing in the game. Why the heck? Wow, this track just became impossible. I literally had to reset on easy because that jump was so... I don't even blame myself for that. I blame the game. That jump is so freaking hard, it's unbelievable. Jeez Louise, Captain, please fix your game. Hopefully the second game will not nearly be as bad, because this track is worse. I hope I never have to do this track again. How in the world am I going to do this time trial? Well, yeah, you've seen it now, folks. We are literally now the worst kid on the planet. We literally lost stuff on easy. Oh wait, what am I even saying? How have we lost that because the game freaking said I lose there, and now you see why this game is so bad for so many reasons, because like the game is so broken. Had the game be a lot more balanced, okay, well at least we were able to keep ourselves on the track there. That could have ended much worse here. So we'll boost ahead of the mission to see if we can kill. Anyways, after doing this event, we figured out that we pretty much have to take a specific route to not end up in the because if we do, we will simply mess up. So let's start by taking this path instead. Hopefully that won't be nearly as bad as the mechanics we saw on there. And yet, sure enough, we've made it all the same, and well, there is still a jump over here. Wow, that was way easier than the other side. Honestly, why would we even take the other side at this point? That other side is just so broken. The fact that it can just randomly make you crash for no reason just because you hit it exactly not the right way just makes it really annoying. Sorry, I think I need to appease this side a bit more. Let's actually... Okay. Yeah, you saw that, folks. I phased through the wall there. Okay. Somehow, for some reason, I thought I went the right way, but it turns out I didn't. Okay, we get to see the jump of doom again. Let's see what happens if we actually wait a bit. Oh, ow! Wait, no, we actually skipped ahead? What? Oh, I see. So if I wait a little bit more, good, I literally can skip the whole jump. So I was right, this game is buggy. In a good way, actually. We literally just skipped that whole jump section. So that means I was actually being bad. I didn't know that you could delay your boost for a few minutes and actually get your jump back. So, well, yeah, that makes a big difference. Okay, I don't think I'm ever going to do that again. If I can, like, skip several sections, I'm glad to take that. Gotta remember, go left first, then left again. So basically, we're going left twice in a row. So, see there, I only waited a little bit more, and it was right on the spot where I'm supposed to be. So, yeah, like I said, okay, alright. As you can see, I went to a complete stop there, because no way in heck I'm doing that again. So, we'll go ahead and take this route over here, because it's way safer. I do not want to mess up more than I already have. Now, I can only imagine doing this on hard and extreme must be pretty possible. You pretty much need to have the track memorized and kind of plan out where you have to go. Yeah, I had to miss for a split second, but we were able to get through that quickly. Let's boost for this and now get back to the loop section. Again, we want the left. Let's go ahead and slide to the left. Maybe that will help us get over there. There we go. Okay, we are not in the nightmare section anymore. Is this actually faster? I have no idea. I think, just based off the mechanics, I think this is probably way faster, but, I could be wrong. Yeah, it was kind of scary. I thought I was gonna hit the wall for a second there, but we'll just go ahead and double boost, and there we go. Took a second try, but we were able to get through it. Hopefully that's the only race I lose. In hindsight, I could have just waited for my car to slam to the ground, so maybe next time let's actually slam our car to the ground before we do that respawn trick. That would be nice. I'm surprised that even worked at all. Alright, let's get out of Admiralville's now and go into something different. Yeah, that would be very nice. Now again, the first lap will be the only one I do. Because even if you fail to get the normal time, you can just keep racing the laps until you actually get it. So it's not actually that bad. So yeah. If anything, these games' broken mechanics and the fact that you can just do all sorts of weird shenanigans with the same is the only reason that really puts it back up. If they had fixed these broken mechanics, maybe the game wouldn't be so bad. Anyway. Looks like we got quite a bit of loops this time around. Oh, and we got a spider as well. It's not good. I do not like the spider. We'll have to react fairly quickly to that. Up. I will admit that one track from before that I showed you up in the last video was definitely the hardest time trial, and that just proves that if you play this way, the time trials will be the hardest part instead of in the other game mode where beating the AI was the hardest, because like seriously, when you look at it, even when playing on this difficulty, once you do one full lap, it's much easier to survive. Okay, that really was already done there. So already we've probably missed the unleashed time. Theoretically still get it. Or we'll just fall out entirely. Why don't we restart that lap? Don't want those two mistakes to be in that, so let's try that again, but let's not suck. Of course, I do want to get as many tricks done in at once, that's why I'm trying to reset easily. Don't see that happen mostly beyond these time trial races, as these are the harder of the two races. By the way, that connection continues to be bad. You may have to actually break in the regular section, that's right. You may actually not want to be going super fast as we are. There's a chance we might just pull out. Alright, so... Okay, thank goodness we got through that time. Let's go ahead and lock onto this time. Okay, this time we've not fallen out of the map. That's nice. Oh great, we got another divider again. Alright, made it through that time. Really much of the vision, honestly. Oh, okay, there's no walls here. Gotta be careful here. Oh, looks like we're going this way. Probably should be boosting. Okay, good. We boosted past that spider. Right now, let's get these other boosts and hopefully we make it through here. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Nice and easy. Took only a couple of tries that time. so once we got through that, that was not that bad, actually. Easily crushed that Unleash Go once we, knew not to boost in that one spot. It's a little weird that you have to go slower in some sections, but don't ask me, ask the game, that's a problem. Anyway, let's continue, doing this. I will also upgrade my cars, I think, so I could maybe try using a different car in the Truck Mona for races, both to show off stuff, maybe more. Now we're no longer playing the game, but there's also so many cars that trying to show them all off would simply take way too much time. Also, I would not really show them off unless I can also get them to Legendary. This might just be really awful to drive, and if that happens, I might just use this one instead. I'm also wondering if I should switch back to the Dragon Burner just because it looks cooler, but I don't know. It depends on what I think I should do. Anyway, though, let's go into Jurassic Skate Park here. Looks like it has a Dark X again. And it has the Lava Tube again. I see that's where we're going to end, unless we're trying to do something different. This looks like a pretty long track. I'm just gonna try and get through this first, so we can figure out what's going on, and we'll see if we win or not, depending on what happens. There's the mountain we have to get to in the distance. One thing I also like about this car is because it doesn't have free boost, you can miss one boost and still technically gale up, because this car only has 2 boosts. That's actually its only downside. It has only 2 boosts versus the Dragon Faster's 3, so the Dragon Faster could have theoretically be faster for time trials. However, this is faster overall due to its ability to corner better. That alone gives the Truck Mona massive advantage. And just so you know, guys, I do plan on showing the multiplayer mechanic of this game, so I will be doing that as well. Since there is a second game, though, it's possible there may not even be 5 for that, but we'll see. You never know with this game. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to get around. Let's not boost here. Don't want to fall off the track here. Let's drifting around instead. Okay, I'm gonna boost here. So it's kind of risky. Alright, I can boost here safely. I'm just gonna hold straight up and see what happens. There we go. And let's push past this. It's getting really bad. Not this. Now it looks like the panel can carry us the rest of the way there. Okay. Well, compared to the previous track, this one's been much easier so far. Okay, this might be bad. Let's fix it here. And we'll just hold down the throttle from here. We'll boost from here. Go. This boost will help us from here. There's lots of fans going on here, and we caught it. Darn it. I think that one was basically our own fault there, though. We have massive lead, though. We should be fine. Okay, I got thrown for a loop there. I thought I was going to land back on the lower part of the track, but never mind that. We're alright. Let's get on here now. And we've made it to the lava section. Okay, so that means we're basically at the finish. Okay, so once drift in, we're just gonna kind of skid across the wall here. Yeah, I don't really see a better way of doing this, so let's drift around a bit. And maybe skid off the wall one last time. More than not, just kind of fell down. Okay, well, we're pretty close already. Alright, we did see another car behind us, but otherwise we basically still left them in the dust. Right, so maybe let's not boost air in the future. That would help out a lot. Anyway, we got through that. That was pretty straightforward for the most part. So now we have to go on the top if we want to actually get to the boss. So that's what we're going to do here. Looks like we have... Well, unleash time is only off by 5 seconds. It might mean this normal time might be more difficult than the Unleashed time, but that also is telling me maybe it's easier. Who knows? Let's give this a try then. We get Gas, Gas, Gas. Nice song reference, by the way. That's a really popular song that people like to play in racing games like these. Kind of interesting, they've named the track after that. Yes, Gas, Gas. Let's see, I'm imagining this is probably going to be a very big boost track, I'd imagine. There's also another new track now, we haven't played with this yet. Well, looks like we have another spider to deal with. And here we go. It's fairly short though. We're in a time trial, we should probably do this as frequently as we can to ensure we get the most out of our time. Well, to make up things that we make like that. Okay, let's get around that obstacle. Oh, we fell our back. Somehow we made that. Somehow we were able to make it through that. Not without our few casualties there. Okay, we're probably not beating the enemies today. Unless we can avoid the spider. Okay, well, we avoided the most important part of the track. Oh boy, there's no track there anymore. Careful here. And there's another spider. Let's go ahead and cruise past him. Yeah, I was right about one thing. This normal time was actually surprisingly more tight than I expected. Now, we won't get percentage for that, but we failed to continue on. That was surprisingly tricky, though. For just a normal time, that was quite tight. Although, I did make quite a few mistakes there, so that one can definitely go well. And looks like we've gotten another secret down the map, which gave us a blind box and more customization features. Which means we now get to move on to Feared for All. Still using the trap manga otherwise. Hope you guys don't get bored of seeing the same car all over and over again, although this is a DLC car, so not many people even have this. Well, that is, unless you purchase the Gamer of the Year edition, which I actually did look, and I do not have the DLC, but I found out a bit more, and I think just looking at it, it's actually less expensive to purchase the Gamer of the Year edition right now due to it having a deal versus just upgrading each one of these and buying each of the expansions one by one, which would also not even give me all the cars. So I think by doing it this way, we'll get everything locked in, safely assuring us that we now have all the cars unlocked, at least the ones that are DLC rated. Now I'd still have to, of course, like, grind up the other ones, but at least that DLC part. Okay. Looks like we're back on this neon-like area once again. Oh, okay, that's a big drop. We're fine. Okay, good. We've made it around. Not these here. We're gonna get these here. Okay, this is kind of a nerve-wracking trap. Kind of reminds me a bit of Rainbow Road. No edges and everything. Oh. Okay, alright, we survived that somehow. Definitely sections now that boosting through will not get very easily. Not much. forward enough. Oh, we're back off the roof again. Let's drift through here and jump over here. Okay, we're fine now. Well, looks like we're going into the interstate. We get to do this again. Let's use the brake for a bit so we can get around that. And there we go, we're back out. Do not know what to do here, because I can't see where to go. I'm probably gonna be staying out the map if I tried anyway, so we'll wait some more. Wow, this is a very long track. The second line a bit faster than the first. Okay, this is one of the bad sides. Definitely don't want to boost here. Good, we haven't been sun out so far. Probably my least favorite part of this track is half the time. You can be doing everything right, and if he's not just the right spot, you're gonna lose time, unfortunately. Probably the only way to get around that is to either purposely not boost and go slower, then boost afterwards, or change up your boost timing so that you don't go up. Or boost before he closes. I thought I could make it, that was not smart. What am I doing? Okay, good. Boost just ran out of time. Perfect. Yeah. Respawn yet in this track so far, which is much better this time around. And I know what I'm doing, I can win these races. It just takes practice and time, and some are a lot more annoying than others. I think part of the problem is you're forced to play aggressive in the higher roads because simply you cannot win those races if you're not boosting enough. There we go. Should be fine. Again, don't want to boost from here. We'll fly off. Okay. Waiting. Let's boost now. There we go. We got through the snake that time. Like we were supposed to do. There we go. We get through that part pretty much fast as ever. On the finish line pretty soon. Okay, I'm not boosting here because I don't trust these physics. Okay, let's do this in here instead. Oh, and we fell enough. That's why I don't like I should be boosting when I win, not... And we had such a big lead, we won anyway. As you can see, easy is often a little bit too easy sometimes, but it's there for a reason. Because, like, trying to do this without being on easy seems really hard to do. Alright, so now if we continue going, should be at, yeah, the Pterodactyl. We're gonna be coming up on him pretty soon. Oh wow, we actually have to do 2 gas movements in a row, but they changed the time of it. What's so different from the previous one, though? I think this pretty much is the same track. So tell me why we have to do the same time trial twice. I wonder why they have that. It does get a little bit repetitive, if indeed it is the same one. Times. Alright. Not gonna lie, having to resist the urge to restart certain tracks is gonna be very tricky. And yeah, this is the exact same track again. I'm very tempted to cut this out, but then again, already cut out parts of replaying specific tracks, so I think that'd be a little redundant. Instead, let's try not to practice any holes this time. How we can actually see some of the obstacles. Will admit some of these later stages go so fast that it's so hard to see the obstacles and turn a blind eye to them like half the time. So it's too late for it stuff. Well, this track so far is still confusing. Seems like we're instantly on the fence on this one. Yeah, I'm not. We'll just slide up. Okay, if I want to actually replay this track to do it right, what I should do is actually show off stuff. By the way, this was on purpose. I just wanted to show you that if you failed normal time, the game will let you redo it again. And mostly we did that lap to show you what to do, and also because I don't want to have to do this track twice. Do better than that. So that's why we've gone ahead and failed there, so that we can do that. As you can see, the game will still let you rewind it after that. So now we just gotta actually like play the game completely, and we should be fine. Well, now that I know that that part exists, let's actually go into it drifting and see what happens. There we go, we made too much for our people. That was a little scary, but we were able to make it through. Okay, Sayer once again tried to troll us. We're able to get through just fine. We're making a lot faster time here. Oh. Dude, I had to like literally almost stop there to not turn into that. Somehow we made it through. Alright, this time we crushed the unleashed time. Perfect. Okay, that's at least one of these we don't have to do again. So I just wanted to show you that's how you would restart. Even better. You beat the track once and then go to restart it. It'll keep resetting the lap each time you fail until you get the unleashed time, which is nice. Saves a little bit of time over having to reload constantly. Alright, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure if I want to take out another race just yet. Let's actually try this race first instead. And then we'll try the next race after that. I think I'm going to call this episode More Buggy Mechanics, because I swear, sometimes this game just makes you crash for unrealistic reasons, even though it feels like I did everything fine. Honestly, the real trick on it is to know when to boost and when not to boost. That seems to be the thing I'm getting at right now. It seems to be affecting my ability to play this game good. There's also 52 unique races. Still haven't really done much of them since we had us restarting a lot of them. At least in the first video we did. We're still playing on them. I'm surprised we were even able to make progress at all, though if I continue going that, I think it would take probably longer than 17 hours. It's already long enough as it is. Different craft layouts we have to memorize. Okay, that's difficult so far. So bad, don't jinx myself by saying that. And yeah, see what I mean? I was in the right spot there, but decided to move down anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay, somehow we recovered, but we don't need to boost here if we want to keep up. See what I mean by buggy mechanics? Sometimes the game will just glitch out and force you to reload. Other times you will get back up, but not after slowing down for quite a bit. This is the timer we had to do before, so I guess. Okay, let's boost again so we don't get stuck there again. The spiders are certainly the most annoying obstacle we face, besides the naturals that throw us out of the map. In this game, it just doesn't. It feels like it's bugged half the time. It works or not. Because half of the time it works, and other times it just doesn't at all. It's so weird. I don't know. That's why it does that. Again, the glitchy physics. Oh my god, okay, enough of that. Let's just respawn and get our actual control back. I think the only way we're going to get through that is if we either adjust our mid-angle or brake. I think we really have to brake on that turn to not fly off the map there. That is so bad, honestly. And we also here again, not good. They're probably going to catch up to us now. Or not. Looks like the AI are failing as much as we are, thankfully. Like I said, easy does feel quite a bit too easy. I did warn you guys that they go off of normal, it would not work. Difficulty, no difficulty is really balanced in this game. They do redo it, at least make the characters boost, but have them not shoot so hard that it's hard. It'd be interesting enough to be able to try the game and like make them at least somewhat catch up. And again, I fell off the point in the trip there, and now all of a sudden they decide to throw me on the that time I'm ready for that. There we go. Alright, we did not fallen off that time. The fact that you have to slow down just to make that part consistent makes the game so annoyingly bad. These Hot Wheels were supposed to be going hot really fast, but finally avoided the spiders on the third lap. There we go. Okay, we made it, thankfully. Race had all sorts of bad happening, but we were able to win because this is Corson easy still. Honestly, I have no idea why I did this event first, but whatever. I guess it's nice to not have to do that same track again. That one did seem a little difficult, didn't you think? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, so I did say I was going to open all my blind boxes, so I'll start with those first. So we got Cameo. We're going to sell this one so we can get more money for buying cars. And another duplicate. We'll make that's money. Okay, this is a new one. No, I don't want to sell it. Let's keep it. Let's go for limited offers next. Okay, we have one here we can get. Oh, wow. We got the street wiener just now. Okay, that looks really cool. And how long does it take to upgrade? 13 minutes. That means if I do one race really quick, I might be able to finish that, but that's assuming I can actually get to it in time and remember to get to it in time. Okay, alright, so I think what I'm gonna do now is, since I still have some DLC, I'm gonna spend the money I got on the other car, which I think is somewhere over here, if I can find it. There it is, the GT Scorcher. Let's go ahead and just upgrade this twice, so we can see what this looks like. Okay, so this is the slightly faster version. It doesn't have as much braking power or acceleration as the other, but it is a little bit faster in terms of raw speed. The GT Scorcher. Might give that a try before we forget. Yeah, let's add it to the favorite vehicles so we do not forget about that. And there we have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hot rates aside, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll try to take down the down the pterodactyl. So yeah, see you guys then. Bye.